marriage is not always like marriage is not necessary, I would say, because the idea that during our past years or something during our ancient days, marriage is just for security, just because the women were during that time was not independent. So just to have economical stability and to have some security, they made alliance and they just married with people. And now in this 21st century, women are independent, they can stand for themselves and they become stable. So with this, I like to say that marriage is not necessary, according to me. I don't think it was just financial freedom. It's also about men needing the physical needs of men has to be met, and they literally forced women to marry men for their needs of freedom. It's not just about financial aspect. I think. I think that marriage is not necessarily something that is it's something that is rooted in our history. From centuries, there is the institution of marriage, and it's not something that we can see today. It will continue, which has always been there. And there are women, single men who are successful. It's not like a woman is successful as a man. She can be successful a lot. That is the century has given to women. There's a lot of women in our society. And if you know about the process of study which took place in years back, it was like if the husband is dead, women are sacrificing that fire. And it is because the society thought that women are not capable to live alone. They thought that those women will actually be a burden to the society. And in order to prevent that burden, they actually put it into the fire. And this tradition, even though it is not there in this century, the idea of this marriage still exists. And I don't think it is necessary.
It is legal to social practice for getting a partner. So it depends on individual. So according to Article 21 personal liberty, whether they want to marry, they can marry or they can live still single.
Exactly. The question is whether marriage is necessary or not. Necessary means if something has to be done. In my opinion, it's not something that has to be done. It's personal. If two people or anyone, if a couple find themselves to be in love or to decide to live forever together, they can get married. And if people don't want hasn't find the partner who doesn't want to get married or to be associated with a partner, then it just doesn't matter. That's what I think. Also, it's not life is not all about getting married and finding a partner. We just have to live, and during the course of life, if you find a partner and you want to spend the rest of your life with them, you can get legally married. That is the whole point of marriage.
Question is about whether the marriage is necessary to an individual or not. So, as you all mentioned, that it is one's own choice whether he or she wants to get married or not. So, when we look at the meaning of marriage, it is an institution which allows further people to learn about the life leading, and it is a man and woman living in harmony. When the man is only working, if we go back to the centuries, then it has always been man is working for the woman, and woman remains dependent on the man. So it was a harmony kind of life, and there is also something instilled in our mind that as we are born for the world, we don't know whether people are going to be like solitude, like going to be solitude or something. So we see our mother and father, so they are already living together. So we have this concept in our mind that a man and woman should be together. So it is one's own choice whether he or she wants to be married or not, or else he or she can be going to other areas of life where people are living their religious life, or she or he can choose to be married. It's fine.
In my opinion, the marriage is necessary because I see one the last week I went to fieldwork, then I visited one person. He's living alone and he's suffering from stroke, and no one is there because of his behavior or something. If he is unmarried, and his family member also left him. He's alone now suffering. So according to me, marriage is necessary for our future, for to secure our future.
So we are stretching it only opposite side. Like marriage is needed. So marriage is not like getting a partner and like, intimating physically. So for example, you can say the LGBTQ community. So they are questioning society. They need a marriage status. They need a marriage status. So according to Hindu Marriage Act 1995, everyone had a like who are married, they had certificates. So these LGBT community, they doesn't have any certificates because they are not spouses like male people. They are same gender. So according to Hindu Act, they won't get any certificates. So here marriage is not like domination of male or something we are talking about. That it is a legal practice, social legal practice, which was accepted by society and government. So this is the marriage meaning. So we are only talking about dominance of male and female. So this is
As you said, it's like legal, it's like so society that leads, right? So it is said, the rule is said that things are like a woman and a man should marry and should reproduce. Yes, right? Yeah.
contribution to society.
Yeah, it's not a quality.
Human race is all.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. But there's also another thing called it's set by the society. Yeah, I know. But the thing is that then if society set those rules, why is it men is being so much authoritative and women? Why is men doing lot of things and harassment on women? In the name of marriage, they're just using women as assets or property. It's just that treating them as properties. At the end of the day, the one who married should also see that she is also a kind of human being like him. There's a lot of politics also happening in this type of marriages, and it's like yeah,
Can't find rare case.
yeah, like yeah, rare cases, right? Yeah, today, yesterday or day before yesterday, I have seen this medical giving that thing, saying like things about men cannot do anything, that kind of things. But it's not about the women only. At the end of the day, man is also getting the things. Yeah. So it's like yeah, marriage. Yeah, this is all about the marriage. The politics happened around the marriage.
Eventually happens. After marriage, we are marriage. What is this?
Marriage is marriage legal? Yes, it is legal, but it doesn't just come with legal certificate only. It comes with this patriarchy, this sexual abuse, what domestic abuse. It comes along with a whole lot of problems comes together with marriage. It should be addressed. We can't just close our eyes and say no problems to marriage. It's just legal. No, look around. There are so many problems and a lot of crimes, literally crimes going on in the name of marriage. And I've seen they have used the term marriage as a license to patriarchy or this male dominance. So I would use the word license. So I would obviously use it. And also to what Ganga said, isn't there a caretaker needed in that place? Is it a wife or is it a partner or a caretaker needed in that situation? Yes, at some point we need someone who can understand who can say everything, like the mental team. Right, but looking further, going deeper into that, isn't it selfish to say that I need someone to take care of me when I'm older, so I have to marry? That's what I think. Well, in terms of emotional support, there are people who provide emotional support service. So it doesn't require a man to be a woman for his emotional support or vice versa. Also, the question is, as I said, like, the question is marriage necessary? It is necessary. Is it necessary? No. But should it be a right? Yes. If someone want to get married, they should get married. They should have the right to get married. But is it necessary? Absolutely no. It's not necessary for all of. If it's a question, If the answer is yes, all of us should get married, right? Is marriage is sin? If the answer is yes, we are supposed to get married, right? What if I don't want to get married? And always marriage, it's like it's marriage is just institutionalized. It comes with rules, it comes with orders, it comes with everything, right? It's always says things to women. Why not men? It's like women should be like this, women should not go outside, women should be respectable, women should talk like this to their husbands. Is it really needed for it? No. Why to get married and why to we should as work as husbands and why if it is marriage, I can agree. Is it okay for you guys to marry us and come to our home and stay? Is it? Do you guys agree for that? Tell me. It is a society, it is legalized, right? In legalized, in there, did they say that a boy should come to girls' home? Did they say it in anywhere? Is it written anywhere that if they marry, girl should come, like a boy should come to girls' home? Will you people agree to come to our home after marriage, after getting married? So these kind of rules always, will be around this marriage. It will run. It's not a universal thing. There are religion which practices male going to female houses in parts of Kerala, North Kerala. So you can completely say that only women go to men's. If you visit Northeast in Mizoram, there is one very best. When they are getting married, men comes to women. It's also happening in Northeast.
Similarly, it is the practice in the Northeast because that Northeast is except Assam or Nagaland. Other districts, there are tribes like Khasi, Boro. These tribes practice matriarchal societies. So man is just a casual visitor for them. So they are actually working hard, all women. And if they are getting married, the man is dependent. Man is dependent on the woman there because this is the system followed there. And then man is, as I said, like he is a casual visitor. He goes and he comes back to his home. But particularly, he is staying in his wife's home or house. It is like that. So we can't say that it is the situation this part of the India and we can't look the other part of India. So there has been the clash between matriarchy and patriarchy. So we need to understand matriarchy came in some part of India, some parts of the world, but the patriarchy has been starting from the human evolution because the woman needed some kind of safety, and because there were men to keep them safe from the men, uh, like those who were married to those women, they were really working hard for their wives and children to keep them safe and secure. So this was the situation and system so that all the basic needs are provided to the children and wife. Setting a pattern in the society. Without marriage, like mistake how the society will be. It will be destroyed.
Happiness is very sensitive about this, so it might not get married. If for continuing the generation, marriage is not necessary. That labor is not necessary. It will together.
I don't understand. Like we are still talking about men and women discrimination. From when we are talking about marriages.
Okay.
What is marriage discrimination?
The thing is, this male and female discrimination starts a big term for marriage. They use this word and they start doing and being making obstacles. Women are both, they are even girls and after that, they are both in the household. Only the sole purpose is marriage. Like in this family tradition of centuries, we can see the sole purpose of women is considered to be to get married or to reproduce and look after the family. So
It's coming from ancient and we have to expect our ancestors.
don't you think that we should change it?
Change.
When the answer is yes to the question, the society doesn't respect that term called choice. Where is the choice? If marriage is necessary, where is our choice? And let me give you one unpopular opinion, which is also going to be controversial. Marriage only benefits men.
Can you give one instance where marriage benefits women in Australia or in Kerala or in India? One instance where marriage benefits women. It doesn't. It simply doesn't.
Why do you say that it does not benefit women?
It doesn't. How in
But how is the social state is that it does not at all benefit it?
it doesn't. Okay, tell me one good reason why I should believe that marriage benefits women.
Let's take in the statement so that you have the like your argument should be supported by some kind of examples.
That
If I don't get
if you want to, disagree with me, give me one like as I asked, give me one good example to believe. That is my belief. I'm not saying it doesn't. That's my belief. How does it benefit women?
See, for women who are from economically weaker section, marriage can actually benefit them in economically. But physically, emotionally, physically, if you see, we can't put 100% into it. It actually benefits them.
So can we alternate marriage with education? Because the only need for women is, if it's the only need of marriage for women is financial stability, can't we just alternate the whole thing to education, provide them good education, provide them good opportunity for jobs, and then live their own. And if they want to get married, get married. Marriage is not a marriage, a matter there. If they want to get married, they should get married, as I said. But if the only benefit women get from marriage is financial, why can't they just given proper education and opportunity to do jobs, to work?
we choose to be unmarried in life. So now seeing other people married, having kids, don't you think that you also will be interesting to have kids? Then what would you do? You will give us a part of the money.
I didn't choose to live. That was not at all in my hands. I am here because I was born, but it was, I don't consider to be born. I don't consider that, oh, it's a very good thing. Oh, I'm born. No, I simply exist because I was born, and that's not, oh, that wasn't under my control. And I can choose to not, I had consequences, growth, consequences of, I experienced consequences of that decision. I am surviving in this life, and I have to survive every day to live. And whatever, if I have this, I have this, I am diabetic. That is consequence of that decision. I didn't choose. So what if I don't want to pass that?
Everyone thinks like that. There is no knowledge.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You
to
can.
your answer, we may feel like marrying and we want kids, right? I can adopt one. I can adopt one. And it's not like, it's not for regeneration only marriage is needed. In Western ideologies, they have different kind of marriage. Like they will have kids before marriage, and if they are okay with it, they will do it like. So is it necessary now to have like that institution?
If you want to adopt one, someone should be.
What?
If you want to adopt one case,
Yeah, someone I was thinking it's necessary. So there is a possibility of not being yours and yeah, no, you need to get like to give birth. Marriage is not a necessary thing to have it at the end of the day. Like Western ideologies, right? We can follow that too. Like that too, right? Like many of the people, it's in choices, right? And also,
they generate kids. This is called marriage.
not only they're not saying that marriage is not necessary for reproduction at the end of the day. No,
It's not
no. Said marriage. Yeah,
The meaning of marriage is like, it need to accept by someone, like government or society. I think so. So that's why LGBT community they are always protesting against government because they need a marriage status. They want a marriage status. So some LGBT can intimate and produce babies, but they don't have a marriage status. They don't have recognition of marriage status. So marriage is a legal practice. It's not discriminating women are not intimating the male and female generating kids. It's a practice that's it. It's a legal practice which was accepted by the government and the society.
but I would like to propose this question, on this question that you had asked, we'll get get married. by saying others. But there are instances in our society where we see things and we think that oh, they're better not to get married. We are little scared of them because we are someone who follow the news or things that happen in the society because of marriage. It is an evil which has made women suffer, and that has made us see marriage as something that we really want.
It is not social evil. Marriage is never been considered as social evil. Well, people would not get married. If it is an evil, then we can't say that it is an evil. Because ultimately, marriage tells about happiness. Whether the person is happy after being married or tortured. Tortured because there is lack of mutual understanding within the marriage, between the partners. So that will lead to the dysfunctionality and disharmony in the marriage, which will affect their children also. And then children would think that we are accidentally born. That will cause a huge damage to the marriage.
And I also say a person will not have any say or choice of agency in marriages. Whatever it is, we should ask someone's permission to do something. We have no individual, we should always depend on something. No matter what, how independent we are, at the end of the day, we are still dependent on someone. And that comes with the idea called condition.
But it can also be vice versa. There are men who are depending on.
Yeah. It's like, no, it's like men or female, like anyone. Male or female, it comes always with the, like, they have no say, anything. They cannot take any individual decisions or something. At the end of the day, we should be responsible to someone at the end of the day. If we do that, like, I should be responsible to these people and to my husband, to my child. If I do this, they will be, society will be seen as a criminal and they will discriminate my children. This child will be continuing in this sort of manner.
I think families where men are scared of their wives.
I say it's like both male and female has no sex sometimes. It's like child. If even you do that, and even if they do that, we'll be always at the end of the day, no matter what, we are responsible to someone.
Let me add to what he said about the LGBTQ. I'm only adding it because we mentioned it. They are asking for that right because they are denied of it. We aren't denied of it.
Actually, because all
If we have, like, we have a choice, right? We as a heterosexual, I as a heterosexual girl, I have the right to marry, but they don't have the right to marry. They are protesting because they are denied of their right. It's not because it's necessary. There are a lot of homosexual people or gay couple or lesbian couple choosing to not get married and living together. But those who want to get married, can they get married? No, that is the only reason they are protesting.
actually some great intellectual like the constitution. Article 14 says right to equality. Only thing they don't have it. Even Article 15 discrimination against. Okay. Was mentioned in our constitution. What do you think of it? Does there have validity? You are saying they don't have right to get married.
Yeah.
We have Article 14 in the constitution. Right to equality.
No, I didn't say that they don't have the right. They are denied of the right. I didn't say that they don't have the right. I only say that.
Supreme Court denied them because if they get marriage status, our cultural rules will be spoiled. If you deny marriage also, our cultural rules will be spoiled. You are against the marriage.
If you don't have anything, we have to.
Speaking about this LGBT community, I personally, in my opinion, I actually am against because this is if I mean, because I belong to a certain community, Christianity or other religion, whatever it is. The religion itself does not problem because it is against the nature of a man and woman. You can't simply, we are meant to be together in our relationship so that we can reproduce and lead the generation ahead. So it is the actually against when we come to religion part, it is against the nature of man and woman because man and man cannot reproduce.
That is a whole another discussion, but let us come to a conclusion to this discussion now. Right?
Do you have anything to say on it?
Okay, so you are saying it is necessary, it's necessary.
We should not follow cultural roots and tradition. So we should not follow.
I say that marriage is not necessary. It should be a right.
The majority is not that.
I will not support marriage because it is not culture or something. If this culture says it is necessary and right to marry, and that culture also should say that there should not be no discrimination in this institution of marriage.
I would say that it is high time that we change that in this 21st century, women are not necessary to get married to be successful.
So my conclusion is we should be given choices whether to get married or not get married. So that a single individual knows where to go. Okay, that's your time.